Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Agave Talk, your number one source for everything agave. We appreciate you being here with us today. Today, I am bringing you a bottle of whiskey. Yeah, oh yeah. If you follow the channel, you know why I'm bringing this to you. All right, I appreciate you being here. If it's your first time and you're wondering, like, wait, hold on, I thought this was agave spirits, tequila, mezcal, like everything in between, right? Well, this is the in between, okay? So the last couple weeks, I've been reviewing a brand called Rompe Corazon, and the owners of that brand actually own a whiskey as well. And why am I reviewing this? Well, right there, it is finished in mezcal barrels. I'm really excited. I'm not a whiskey drinker, all right? Not a whiskey drinker at all. Don't pretend to be. Got a lot of friends who are great whiskey drinkers, and I go to them for that. They come to me for agave spirits. I go to them for whiskey. But this right here, Reves, which actually means kind of like backwards or like a mirror image, right? Reves, it is all Mexican. Everything is, it's the ingredients are coming from Mexico, where it's distilled, bottled, produced, everything. This is a Mexican whiskey through and through, using Mexican corn, right? And then they're finally aging in mezcal barrels. I mean, what's more Mexican than mezcal, right? So looking at this is a whiskey, and you can see, I mean, the label on this thing is absolutely beautiful. I love the artwork on this. The same as Rompe Corazon, the artwork on those, whatever they did, whoever they worked with, fantastic. You can see this is a double cask whiskey, aged in American oak for 3 years and finished in mezcal barrel from Matatlan, Oaxaca. Well, this is actually being produced in Baja California. And even though it's a 3-year aged American oak, they're actually finishing it 6 months in mezcal barrels. So 3 years, 6 months whiskey. This is interesting. I mean, look at all these little details on the label. Mexican whiskey, 750 mil, 40%, but just like, oh man, I'm digging it. I'm digging the label for sure. I love the square bottle. Let's take a look at the back. If you can see here, you see a little bit of a story, right? Their distillery, it's a artisanal distillery in Baja California. They're making spirits from corn that embody character and personality of our country of origin, Mexico. So again, this is a Mexican whiskey. So all my whiskey fans out there, this may be for you, especially if you drink mezcal and whiskey. Hey, we shall see. So me, not a big whiskey guy. If it's there, hey, I'm not going to say no to somebody and be disrespectful. But I'm really bringing this and reviewing it today because of it being finished in mezcal barrels. So with that being said, I'm about to open this bad boy open. All right, let me get my cup out, and of course I'm drinking it in my tequila cup. But how is this? This is like really on there. Oh man, it's like I can't even get it from the top. Can I get it from down here? This might be one where I have to actually turn off the camera and go cut this. Yeah, so I don't mess up the label. Give me a second. Movie magic, okay? All right, cutting this out. Let's see. Let's do just a little slice. There we go. Okay, this is working now. Watch out for my finger. Don't cut that off. And this is not coming off easy at all. Jeez. They packaged this pretty well. Oh, come on. There we go. My gosh. All right. So looking at the neck now, we got their logo, Reves. Remember, it's like backwards, mirror image. Reves Distilleria, the distillery, and just the same thing there. All right. If you are a fan of the channel, you do come here. You do know I like to slice my neck labels and make that look all nice. And with that being said, let your bottles pop. All right. So looking at the cork, like I showed earlier, the distillery Reves, we got their logo, right? That backwards looking mirror image. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Well, I appreciate you being here. If you have not done so already, please hit that like and subscribe, as well as follow us on Instagram at Agave Talk. All right. So putting that back in here, this is a really dark spirit. This is really dark. Take a look at that. Let me move that out of the way. That is really dark. 3 years, 6 months, 3 year in American oak, and then 6 months, finished 6 months in mezcal barrels. Use mezcal barrels, right? Not sure the exact brand they are using for that, But this is, it's like half sticky, half runny, but really golden dark in color. Look at that. That's beautiful. That's definitely beautiful. So, hey, I have no problem sharing my ignorance with whiskey. Like I said, I got a few friends who always try to teach me. Shout out to my guy, the Bourbon Snob. Always huge whiskey. That's my go-to guy. But for me, mezcal, tequila, right? Arrecias, sotos, like everything agave spheres, pacandora, right? But whiskey, I don't know, it just doesn't do it for me. Just doesn't do it. But hey, we're going in and it's being here today because Rompe Corazon was great. This is from the same mines that brought you that brand. And since it's aged in mezcal barrels, we'll see that corn from Mexico, how it's going to do. All right. So cheers. Appreciate you being here. Let's see. Ooh, okay. So smells like a whiskey. I know what whiskey smells like for sure. And ooh, that's creamy. It's definitely creamy. Smells like a whiskey, but it's not a lot of ethanol, which is great. It is 40%. It's nothing high proof, but I mean, that just came straight out of the bottle. I really did not let that sit. And it's just sweet whiskey. You're getting corn for sure. I can't really pick up a lot of smoke. I know whiskey production, they're not using really like smoke to produce it. But aging in the mezcal barrels, I was wondering if it was going to have a bit more of a smoky kind of aroma. But overall, it's just, it just smells like whiskey to me. I got some oak in there for sure. It's sweet, even like a little like sweet vanilla. But overall, it just tastes like a sweet, woody whiskey, corn, right? And other than that, I mean, that's kind of all I'm getting from there. My apologies to all the whiskey fans out there if I'm being, just ignorant or disrespectful to this. But I don't drink whiskey like that. With that being said, cheers. Let's see what it tastes like. Mm, 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 mm. Okay. Oh wow. What is that on the end? Ooh, that's got to be that barrel. So that's interesting. For me, whiskeys, even if it's not like ethanol forward, like I always just get like it tastes like a whiskey. And for me, I don't like whiskeys. I don't do whiskey like that. But that's interesting as it's very long lasting. It is there. I'm still tasting it, and it tastes like corn. That's interesting. It really tastes like corn. As I'm talking right now, some nice roasted corn. Like kind of imagine like a lote, right? Before you put all the stuff on top of it. Or just like a regular corn on the cob, like but roasted kind of over a fire. And it's sweet. It's like peak corn. You pull it off the cob like really sweet corn. Oh, that's interesting. Let me take another sip of this. Okay. Getting a little bit of vanilla in there, a little bit of leather in there, definitely some wood. But it's just, man, I would be curious what kind of corn are they actually using, right? Um, does that matter? Like, I mean, I know there's a bunch of different types of corns out there, and I imagine that absolutely matters. Kind of like a mezcal using a different type of maguey's. But this it truly is a raw review from somebody who's pretty ignorant to whiskey. And as I sit here, though, like the amount of corn, like my ace, like a tortilla, even that's kind of just open, grilled over like a flame, really, like a really charred tortilla. That's good. The aftertaste, like, and honestly, as somebody who does not enjoy drinking whiskey, I don't like the flavor. The aftertaste on this, that is excellent. I think I'm digging the aftertaste more than I'm digging the spirit. Let me take this last sip. Okay, my mouth is getting used to it. A little bit of chocolate in there, even. There's definitely some hints of chocolate, some char, some leather, but it's that corn flavor because, like, I know what my gaze tastes like. I know what agave tastes like. And that's why I choose to drink agave spirits. But this right here, that corn that is shining through, where I've had whiskeys where it's just like, ugh, no. This, though, this is really good for a whiskey. And I would love, hey, if you're a whiskey person, please, if you've ever tried this, drop it in the comments below. If you've never tried it, I'll consider getting a bottle, right? It's definitely something unique. And especially if you like agave spirits and whiskey, go check this out. Because again, I mean, corn, you think about Mexican culture. Yeah, we think a lot about tequila and mezcal, especially on this channel. But how important is corn to that culture as well? Just throughout food, throughout festivals, celebrations, right? And this, even as I'm talking, my mouth is producing saliva from the spirit, and it just still tastes like sweet, smoky corn. That's cool. I'm digging it. Hey, Reves, this, hey, for a whiskey, I'm digging it. I can recommend this. Go check out Rompe Corazon as well. I mean, those mezcals were phenomenal. The Joven is definitely what an espadin should taste like. And I'm guessing this is what a whiskey should taste like, especially if you're going corn forward. So, hey, that's it. That's what I'm saying, and that's what I'm sticking to it. And I appreciate you being here. If you have not done so already, hit that like and subscribe, as well as follow us on Instagram at Agave Talk. All right? Take care, everybody.